ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरि ओम। भगवद गीता 14th chapter 23rd verse। उदासीन वदासीनो गुणैर्यो न विचाल्यते गुणा वर्तन्त इत्येव योऽवतिष्ठति नेङ्गते। Just like in the second chapter, in this chapter now, answering Arjuna's question, Shri Krishna is telling the qualities of a person who has gone beyond the three gunas. That is the person who is a knower of Brahman. Yaha who udasinavat, like a person who is indifferent or unconcerned, asinah, sitting, gunaihi, by the three gunas, na, not, vichalyate, is moved, gunaha, the gunas, vartante, operate, ityeva, knowing that, avatishtati, is centered in oneself, na, not, ingate, does not swerve or does not move away from. So a person who stays like one who is indifferent, and that person is not disturbed or moved by the gunas, who knows that these gunas operate but is centered on one's true self, that is self with a capital S, and does not deviate from it, that person. So this person is who? This person has truly transcended the three gunas. Then Shri Krishna says, so these are the qualities of a person who has transcended three gunas. Then he says, sama dukkha sukha swastha samaloshtashma kanchanah tulya priya apriyo dhirah tulya nindatma samstutihi. Some of the qualities are exactly like he talked about sthita prajna, a person whose wisdom, prajna, is established in one's true nature, Brahman or Atman. In the second chapter, Shri Krishna talks about these qualities. Yaha, one or who, sama dukkha sukha, is same, equanimous in sukha, pleasure, and dukkha, pain. Swastha is swastha. So we use this word for healthy. Swastha means healthy. What does it mean? Swa means Atman, means oneself. Sthaha means established. So one who is established in oneself. If one is established in oneself, then that person does not have any problems. That person does not have any distractions or ailments, physical or psychological. So self-abiding, or one who is established, swasthaha. So healthy means swasthaha means one who has a true form, or one who is in one's own form, one's own true nature, or one's actual health, good health. Swasthaha means one is not disturbed, one does not have any ailment, everything is going smoothly with that person. In that sense, swasthaha is also used, but in a higher sense, swasthaha means one who is established in Atman. Swasthaha. Sama, equal. Loshta, ashma, kanchanah. So loshta means earth or mud. So, a clod of earth or a ball of earth, loshta. Ashma means stone, kanchana means gold. So, for a person for whom mud, stone, and gold are all equal, are all same. Tulya priya apriyaha. The person, to that person, agreeable, apriyaha, disagreeable. Priyaha is agreeable and apriyaha is disagreeable. So to that person, they are tulya, they are same. Dhiraha, that person is firm. Tulya ninda atma samstutihi. So tulya ninda is criticism, insult, censure, and atma samstutihi. Atma samstuti is praise. So both are same for that person. So a person who has truly become gunatita, transcended the three gunas, for that person pleasure and pain are same. That person is established in self, and that person finds the clod of earth, a clod of earth or a lump of earth and a stone and gold to be same. And this person has got the same attitude to what is agreeable, priya, and what is apriya, disagreeable. And that person behaves in the same manner in both censure and praise. All these things are there. And these qualities are the qualities of a person who has transcended three gunas. Mana apamanayoho tulyaha, tulyo mitrari pakshayoho, sarvarambha parityagi, gunatitah sa uchyate. Also, a person who has transcended gunatitah. So the verses 23rd, 24th and 25th are delineating or describing the various qualities of a person who has transcended. 22nd onwards, 22nd to 25th verses are telling the qualities of a person who has transcended three gunas. Gunatitah, transcended the three gunas. Guna atitah. Atitah means transcended. Guna means gunaha. Guna means three gunas. Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. What would that person do? Yaha who mana apamanayoho. In mana, honor, and apamanayoho. So this is a dual number. In Sanskrit we have dual number. Singular, dual and plural. So mana apamanayoho. Mana and apamana. What is mana and apamana? Mana, honor. Apamana, insult or disgrace or dishonor. Tulyaha, the same. Mitra ari pakshayoho. Pakshayoho, the side or the part. Paksha. Both mitra, friend. So the side of friend and also ari, foe or enemy. Pakshayoho, that is all same for that person. Tulyaha, it is same. And sarvarambha parityagi, that person gives up, parityagi, gives up all undertakings. Parityagi, all undertakings. Sarva arambha, all undertakings, parityagi, gives up. Sarvarambha parityagi. So sarva, all, arambha, undertaking or ventures, parityagi, gives up. Saha, that person is gunatitah. That person is gunatitah. One who has transcended or gone beyond the gunas. Uchyate. Uchyate is called. So what is this person? This person is a person who is not disturbed by the pulls of dualities. Dual things. Is not disturbed by the pulls of dual things. Effects of pain and pleasure, effects of honor and dishonor, effects of friend and foe. This person is not disturbed. And so in these shlokas, 22nd, 23rd, 24th and 25th, Sri Krishna is answering the question of Arjuna. How do we find out a person who has transcended three gunas? And what are the things that person does? Kim achara hai? How does that person behave? Now, further, he says, the third question of Sri Krishna, Arjuna to Sri Krishna was, how does one go beyond these three gunas? How does one go beyond these three gunas? So that is now answered by Sri Krishna. He says, Mam cha yo vyabhicharena, Mam cha yo vyabhicharena, Bhakti yogena sevate, sa gunan samati tyaitan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Yah one, cha and mam, me, avyabhicharena, unswerving, bhakti yogena, with devotion, with the yoga of devotion or bhakti, sevate, serves, saha, that person, etan gunan, these gunas, samatitya, transcending or going beyond, brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Brahma bhuyaya, for becoming Brahman. Kalpate is becomes qualified or becomes deserving or fit to go beyond these three gunas and for becoming Brahman. What does it mean? Sri Krishna says, a person who serves me, that is Sri Krishna or God, serves me with unswerving devotion, with one-pointed devotion, without any distraction, without any going away from God, that person goes beyond the three gunas and that person deserves for becoming Brahman. That person becomes eligible to become Brahman. So devotion to God, devotion to God. God in any form, devotion to God, because we have seen in the 10th chapter itself that God has taken different forms. So devotion to a form of God. And in that form, if we serve God, we have an attitude of surrender to God, then what we do, we go beyond the gunas, we go beyond the three gunas and we become eligible for becoming Brahman. Why becoming Brahman? Brahmavid Brahmaiva bhavati. A person who knows Brahman becomes Brahman. A person who knows Brahman becomes Brahman. So Brahmavid Brahmaiva bhavati. That is why becoming Brahman. Then in the final shloka or the final verse of the 14th chapter, Sri Krishna says, Brahmano hi pratishtaham amritasya avyayasya cha shashvatasya cha dharmasya sukhasya ikantikasya cha. He, for, aham, I, Brahmanah, of Brahman, pratishtha, the basis or the abode. Avyayasya, the immutable. Amritasya, the immortal. Cha, and Shashvatasya, everlasting. Dharmasya, of dharma. Aikantikasya, absolute. Sukhasya, of bliss. Cha, and. So now Sri Krishna says that God is what? God is Pratyagatman, the true Pratyak, inner. Pratyak means inner. Atman means self. So the true inner self is God. So I am the substratum, or I am the abode of Brahman. So Brahman resides in me. Brahmano hi pratisthaham. So aham Brahmanah pratishtha. I am the abode or I am the basis for Brahman. How can that be? Brahman has no form, no name. So this is a devotional perspective. Devotional perspective, Brahman, I am the abode of Brahman. I am the abode of Brahman. It's a devotional perspective. And Shashvatasya cha dharmasya. And I am also Shashvatasya dharmasya. I am the Amritasya Shashvatasya dharmasya. I am the abode also of the immortal and immutable and everlasting dharma. Aikantikasya sukhasya. And also of absolute bliss. So I am the abode of Brahman, the immortal and immutable, of everlasting dharma and of absolute bliss. Here Sri Krishna says, finally you are, after transcending all these three gunas, you are going to attain me. Iti gunatraya vibhaga yogo Nama Chaturdasho Adhyaya. So this is the Chaturdasha Adhyaya, the 14th chapter, which is Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga, the discernment of the three gunas. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.